Firewalkers.
Give them what they need. It's the shit that I believe. Get ahead and I achieve. Man, I just want the cheese. Live in famine, live and go. Hit this shit and hit the road. Talk your shit and never know. I'm just living.
Hey, yo, what's up, everybody on YouTube? Once again, it's your boy Half, and we're at 909 Vapor. And I got special guests up in the house today. I got Brent Russelll up in the house, artist extraordinaire, artist and producer up in the house. So sit back, sit tight, and get ready. We're about ready to bring it to you.
Step after back, step after back. If they wanna fight shots, I'ma fight back. Lately I've been fucking sipping on that Grey Goose, but your ass is gonna be the one to turn through.
What's up, Brent Russelll, man? Hey,
man?
thanks for coming out, man. Thank you for coming to Firewalkerztv, man, and joining us for this interview, man. I've been trying to get you up in here for a minute. I got a couple questions for you, so I'm gonna shoot it to you like this. Where you from, my boy?
Originally from Chino. I was born in Anaheim and I just moved around a couple times and then just been living in Chino. But yeah, just mainly Chino. I've just been moving around a lot. That's really.
I hear you. And from what I know, you're an artist and you're a producer, right? Mm-hmm. So do you produce your own tracks?
Yeah. It just depends. If I find a record that I like and somebody else produced it, I'll hop on it for sure. If it's something like I'm making, then I can't pass it up, then yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Do you find that living from where you live at, you find that influences your sound with your music, or what do you think about that?
I want to say yes, just because not really like the environment. It's mainly just like the people I'm around. Well, I guess that would be considered environment as well. But one of my close homies, shout out Victor, man. He just put me on to just really understanding music, how to like really push a vibe, and I guess that's what mainly influenced my music, man. Like that's my whole drive, like that's my purpose.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how long have you been actually producing and putting down your music?
I haven't been producing as much as I've been rapping, that's for sure. I've been producing probably for a couple years, maybe like 3.
Okay.
Pushing 4 years.
Getting everything all tight, get everything all in there, right?
Definitely.
What kind of equipment do you work with?
I just work with simple equipment because like the type of equipment I work is just like a normal like 50 keys keyboard and audio.
Right.
I use Ableton because I love Ableton.
Oh man, that's a program I got to get.
Yeah, I love Ableton.
I have the program, haven't learned it yet though.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna be calling you up, be like, hey man, I need some of them Ableton hookups. You know what I mean?
It's expensive. It really is.
No, I hear you on that.
What else? Just a normal Mac and some normal like M-Audio monitors, and that's pretty much it.
Okay, so what are your thoughts about the current rap game right now? The time that it's in right now, compared to the old and the new. I don't want to say old, compared to the old school and the new. What are your thoughts about it?
I'll start. I'm not really sure. Okay, I'll start with the old school. The reason why I like the old school so much is just because like they always have like a passion with their music. They got some drive. Like they got a sense of purpose. You're learning something. You know what I mean? It's not the same old like loop and the same old phrase, whatever they want to call it. But like, and then to the music nowadays, it's very money driven. Self-interest driven, like a lot of people want to sound the same. They want to be a trend. I don't want to be a trend, man. Like I want my music to last. Like I want to be able to I want it to still be popping 10 years later. You know what I mean? Like you can play it in the club 10 years later because it's like has so much emotion and impact. So
I feel you.
That's how I view both sides for right now. But.
I feel you on that. How are you separate from other artists that are in your field? What makes Brent Russelll Brent Russelll?
Definitely my intentions, man. Like I know a lot of people that got into music just because they wanted to do it. They just maybe just wanted to like fit in or stuff like that, but. I guess what mainly separates me is just my intention. You know, I want to go in there and with free expression, no limits, not thinking about anybody else, and just really giving people music that they can vibe to, understand, learn something, and just really have more meaning. That's what it really boils down to. It's not really like a rocket science. You know,
okay, so in hip hop or production, what artists have influenced your style?
Ones for rapping, most of them are already dead.
Okay,
that's for sure.
Okay.
I mean, we can go and name them like Tupac, Biggie. They're nice. I really like them a lot. Like Nas, and the list goes on and on. But for production-wise, that's a really good question. I think from everybody, really, because I was at my house and I was on YouTube and I was looking at this interview about Dr. Dre. He was talking about how he listens to all types of genres when he produces, and he even listens to songs that he doesn't like. And I was like, why would you listen to music that you don't like? And he's like, well, you can learn from it because you learn what not to do, And with the music that you do like, you learn what to do. You know what I mean?
Right.
And plus, with me, like I don't like to limit my hip hop to just like an 808 and a normal snare, like and just a loop. Like I love mixing all sounds. Like I can find something with a guitar, throw that in. If I can layer it with the violin, throw that in. You know what I mean? Like I just love to explore.
Okay.
I just like being open, you know?
That's good. That's good to be open. We got to be open in music making and in beat making. Okay, so what success point are you trying to reach with your music?
I want to say, the greedy me wants to say just making it out and getting my money and just supporting my family and stuff.
Right.
But the other side of me is just making a record. What my friend said, just making a timeless record, just making music for the culture and just give something people to just really vibe out to.
Right, just put it out
there. That's it, man.
Just
That's really what it boils down to.
Yeah, I got you.
That's it.
Okay. So, is there an artist that you wouldn't mind collaborating with, local or big?
Local, no one really right now. No one really has caught my eye or my ear.
Okay.
And somebody that's famous or somebody that's big in the industry, I mean, definitely Dr. Dre, just because like his production's so well. But if I was to work with like another artist, I would say Tupac.
Tupac? Right on. So, okay, so that leads me to this. Who would be your music superhero? It could be all genres. It don't have to just be hip-hop. Who would be that ultimate artist you can pick and say, man, he really did it? You know what I mean? Or he inspires me.
Yeah, that's a really tough question because, like,
there's so many.
There's
right?
so many.
There's so many.
There's a lot. Like, I don't really know. I can't really put my finger on one, but I'm just, if I had to choose, I'd have to say Tupac just because, like, I love his style. Like, he has so many different type of flows, and what he talks about is so deep, it's so passionate, it's so controlling. Like, he's literally controlling the listener where he wants them to take and what emotions they want to feel with it.
Giving them a good message at the same time.
Mainly him, man.
Yeah,
I know I bring his name up a lot, but I like him a lot. So
Tupac's usually the go-to.
Yeah, man.
You know what I mean? And it's hard to beat that. Okay, so how do you come up with your material when you get started on making some music? I mean, you know how some people would do a certain thing. You know, I had one guy that said that he likes to go have a couple brews, or he likes to go roll up a J. Is there anything that you like to do? You know, you might, you know, what gets you in the mood and to start creating Brent Russelll style?
Oh, that's a good question. I like that question. I mean, it just depends because, like, sometimes when I wake up, it just depends, like, especially since I'm producing most of my stuff, it just depends what vibe I'm in, you know what I mean? Like, if the sun's down or say if it's, like, a foggy day, like, the type of sound I want to make is more of, like, more sad. Not more sad, but a more, like, I don't really know what the word for it, but not sad, just more, like, you know what I mean? And then if it's
maybe a little empathetic in there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and if I wake up and I feel just like amazing, I'll just want to make something that's really energetic. You know what I mean? Really get people going, like people jumping in the club or whatever. You know what I mean? That's pretty much it. Okay. Yeah, sometimes smoke a little weed too. Like if you feel a little inspirational, then you might hit it a couple times.
Get a little THC going on. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Shout out Brett, man.
Yeah, right on. What's your brother's name?
Brett.
Oh, Brett?
Yeah, my name's Brent. It's only like one letter difference.
Okay. So who got you in the music business? Was it a family member? Was it a friend?
Close friend. My mom on my mom's side always liked to sing and stuff, and I used to sing a little bit when I was a kid, but I never really took it seriously. I kind of just like had fun with it, and then my friend actually really got me into producing. He's like, "Yo, bro, you'll love it. It's just another way to express yourself, and just try it out." And then tried it out, and then he put me on, and then taught me everything I know. So shout out Victor, man.
Okay. So I'm gonna ask you this. I'm gonna ask you a couple more questions right here. 2 more questions. I would like, okay, so is there a genre or style you wouldn't mind doing no matter how much they paid you?
No matter. That's a good one. I would even have to decide between something just really hardcore, just like something really like driven, like some type of like trap or some type of like reggaeton or something. I feel like but like some type of dance, wavy, like
that's right.
Move your hips, you know what I mean? Like so free.
I got you.
I like that a lot.
I got you. Most definitely. Okay, now to my last questions, bro. What's the most hardest thing that you had to endure so far in the life that you're living right now, so far up to this point? What is the hardest thing that you had to go through so far?
The hardest thing for sure was when I was out in LA. When I was living with one of my homies, like we were making music and stuff. The reason why I was saying it was hard is because like we'd be like living in our car, like trying to get shows, trying to get paid, trying to get people to come in, trying to get people to understand us, like where we're coming from. Like we're not trying to waste your time. We're trying to give you something to always have, you know what I mean? And just Probably just that, just struggling, trying to get shows. And
tough times, huh?
Stuff like that.
Do you find that spills over into your music? You know,
oh yeah, definitely, man. It makes me a lot more like angry. I feel like, especially if I'm rapping, like I'll just think about like even when I'm recording, like I'll think about times where like I just felt shitty, it just felt bad, and I think about that and like I just use that as like energy to flip. Right. And to make it more positive, you know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
it definitely affects you. For
that's
sure.
right. Good answer, my bro.
Yeah.
Good answer. Okay, everybody, we're gonna wrap up this interview. Brent, where can they reach you? Where can they find you?
You can reach me on YouTube, SoundCloud at Brent Russelll. Russelll with 3 L's in it. Don't forget. Soon coming to Spotify, iTunes, and anywhere, man. Worldwide, global, baby.
Taking over. First effect, Firewalkerztv, and we're out.
Yeah, they wishing on me. Seen a lot of bad things. Yeah, they wishing on me. Yeah, they wishing on me. Yeah, they wishing on me. Seen a lot of bad things. Yeah, they wishing on me. They don't want me pop, but yeah, I'm gon' pop. Got it on lock. We roll up a lot. Don't view us as less because we smoking pot. We're just people trying to get it by. What? But they never sing to fucking understand what it takes and how to make a real fucking band. Guess they lost in the way. Guess they lost in the pace. I can never hold back. Need a move on the lane. Yeah, I had to move out just so I could move in. But you'll never see that, and I will never show that. So please take a step back. You don't wanna get smacked. I wanna make it off rap. I wanna make it off rap. I've been searching for love, searching for love. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been searching for God, searching for God. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been searching for love, searching for love. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I've been searching for God, searching for God. Oh, oh. Yeah, they wishing on me. Yeah, they wishing on me. Seen a lot of bad things. Yeah, they wishing on me. Yeah, they wishing on me. Yeah, they wishing on me. Seen a lot of bad things. Yeah, they wishing on me.
Firewalkers.